Let's turn the dial back to the 1960s, an electrifying era of change, groove, and one-hit wonders that defined a generation. Welcome to Days Gone By, as we spotlight the timeless hits that burned bright and left a mark on music history. Ready for the nostalgia trip of a lifetime? Hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and share your all-time favorite one-hit wonder in the comments. Who knows, we might feature your pick in the next episode. Now, let's press play and relive the magic.
Is the only light we'll see.
Released in 1961, Stand By Me by Ben E. King is a timeless classic that has left an indelible mark on music history as a seamless combination of gospel and doo-wop, a love song, a protest anthem, a declaration of enduring friendship, a worship song. Originally written for the Drifters, the group declined to record it. During leftover studio time, King played it for Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, who immediately recognized its potential. The song was recorded on the spot, featuring a simple yet powerful arrangement with a memorable bass line and orchestral strings. Upon its release, Stand By Me climbed to number 1 on the R&B charts and peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 in June 1961. It gained renewed popularity in 1986 as the title track of the film Stand By Me, re-entering the charts. With over 400 covers by artists like John Lennon and Mickey Gilley, it remains a cultural icon. The song's themes of love and solidarity have made it a fixture at weddings, protests, and cultural moments. It was introduced into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1998 and preserved by the Library of Congress. Inspired by gospel hymns, Stand By Me continues to resonate as a spiritual and universal anthem.
Remember when you ran away and I got on?
They're Coming to Take Me Away, Ha-Haaa is a novelty song released in 1966 by Napoleon XIV, the stage name of American songwriter and producer Jerry Samuels. The song became one of the most unusual hits of the 1960s, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. And number 1 on the Cashbox Top 100 chart shortly after its release. The track is characterized by its eerie spoken word style and dark humor, addressing themes of mental illness. This controversial approach led to it being banned on some radio stations due to concerns that it mocked those with mental health issues. The song's lyrics narrate a man's descent into madness after being left by his girlfriend, humorously culminating in his commitment to a funny farm, which is ultimately revealed to be about a runaway dog, adding an unexpected twist. Despite its initial popularity, the controversy surrounding the song hindered Samuels' career, making it challenging for him to replicate its success. Jerry Samuels continued to occasionally revisit the Napoleon XIV persona for other comedic recordings related to insanity themes throughout his career. In 1969, during an era dominated by socially charged songs reflecting America's divisions, Sugar Sugar by the Archies emerged as an unlikely hit, a fictional band created for The Archie Show, a 1968 animated series based on the popular Archie comics. The Archies consisted of characters Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead, and Reggie. Behind the scenes, a group of talented studio musicians brought the catchy tune to life. Despite being cartoon-based, the song resonated deeply, holding its spot on the Billboard Hot 100 for 22 weeks, and becoming the number 1 song of the year. Its bubblegum pop melody and sugary lyrics offered listeners a feel-good escape from the heavier themes dominating the charts. Sugar Sugar is now considered a referenceable example of late 60s pop culture. The song has been recognized as one of the most iconic bubblegum pop songs of all time, and has influenced various artists and genres since its release. In 2006, it was inducted into the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame, highlighting its cultural significance. In 1939, Solomon Linda, a South African musician, recorded Mbube, Zulu for lion, an enchanting Zulu song with a rhythmic chant for Gallo Record Company. Its powerful melody and harmonized vocals became a regional hit, laying the foundation for what would become a global phenomenon. Fast forward to 1961, the Tokens adapted Linda's original into The Lion Sleeps Tonight, with English lyrics by George David Weiss. And with a catchy Awimoe chant, their version transformed the song into an infectious pop masterpiece. Over decades, The Lion Sleeps Tonight has been covered and reimagined countless times, cementing its place in pop culture. From films to commercials, its timeless appeal continues to captivate audiences worldwide.
You're my world, your every breath.
In 1964, Cilla Black rose to international fame with Youre My World, a heartfelt pop ballad that became one of her defining hits. Born Priscilla Maria Veronica White in Liverpool, she began her journey as a coat check girl before her vocal talent captured the attention of Beatles member John Lennon, a fellow Liverpudlian and early supporter. The song, originally an Italian composition titled Il mio mondo by Umberto Bindi, was adapted into English by Carl Sigmund. Black's emotive performance transformed it into a chart-topping success, earning her a second #1 hit in the UK. While it became her sole major hit in the United States, Youre My World cemented her legacy as one of Britain's most beloved pop icons.
You keep saying you got something for me.
In 1966, Nancy Sinatra's These Boots Are Made for Walkin' became an anthem of empowerment, with its iconic walking bass line and tambourine beats. Written by Lee Hazelwood, the song was initially intended for him to sing, but Sinatra wisely convinced him otherwise. Her confident delivery gave the track a playful yet assertive tone, transforming lyrics like "These boots are gonna walk all over you" into a bold declaration of independence. The single was a quintessential piece of mid-60s grooviness, blending catchy melodies with a striking persona. While the song has been covered by diverse artists like Billy Ray Cyrus and Megadeth, Sinatra's original version remains unmatched in its charm and cultural impact. Still stomping through pop culture, the track appears in films like Full Metal Jacket and Austin Powers. 1963 was a big year for instrumental surf rock, and Out of Limits by The Markets hit the scene with a bang. This track, with its spacey vibe and eerie sound, was inspired by the popular TV show The Outer Limits. Its unique surf rock style resonated with fans, quickly propelling it to the top 10 on US charts. But here's where it gets interesting. The song's original title was Outer Limits. Legal trouble arose when the producers of the TV show threatened to sue, forcing the band to rename it to Out of Limits. Despite this hiccup, the track still became a massive success. The Markets, known for their catchy instrumental pop hits, found their groove in this surf rock wave of early 60s. However, as musical trends shifted later in the decade, their popularity faded. Still, Out of Limits remains a nostalgic gem of the era.
Now when you're feeling low and the fish won't bite.
In 1967, the music explosion released Little Bit of Soul, a garage rock anthem that became a defining hit of its era. The song's infectious melody and energetic rhythm made it an instant favorite, earning a spot in the hearts of many listeners. Despite its popularity, critics sometimes dismissed the track for lacking the depth of other music from the period. The Music Explosion, a garage rock band from Ohio, enjoyed their brief rise to fame with this single. However, like many one-hit wonders, they struggled to replicate their initial success and eventually disbanded as members pursued other musical paths. Released in 1968, Nobody But Me was filled with the word no. Music critic Dave Marsh, who called it the most negative song to ever hit the top 40, claimed no is uttered more than 100 times, while the word nobody appears 46 times. But it wasn't all about the words, it was the rhythm and the vibe. The song shouted out popular dances of the time, like the shingling, the skate, the bungaloo, and the filly, making it a dance floor magnet. The Human Beings, a band from Ohio, mostly played local bars until this hit skyrocketed them to fame. It was simple, repetitive, and undeniably catchy, proof that sometimes no is all you need to say. 1961, Ernie K. Doe released Mother-in-Law, a playful tune about the woes of dealing with a meddlesome mother-in-law. The song's catchy lyrics and upbeat rhythm resonated with audiences, quickly climbing to the #1 spot on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the Billboard R&B chart. Its success solidified K. Doe's place in music history. Decades later, in 1994, Ernie K. Doe embraced the song's legacy by opening the Mother-in-Law Lounge in New Orleans. The venue became a vibrant hub for local music and culture, even after K. Doe passed away in 2001. His wife, Antoinette, kept the lounge alive, ensuring it remained a cherished part of the community. Though Antoinette died in 2009, the Mother-in-Law Lounge continues to thrive, standing as a tribute to K. Doe's legacy and the timeless charm of the song that started it all.
Baby, baby, bala, bala. My baby, baby.
Released in 1965, Bala Bala by German rock band The Rainbows became a lively dance hit across Europe. With its infectious beat and repetitive lyrics, the song was a staple at parties and dance clubs, especially in Germany, where it topped the charts. However, its simplistic nature led some to dismiss it as a novelty track rather than a serious musical contribution. The Rainbows enjoyed brief international success with Bala Bala, but breaking into the American market proved challenging. As music trends rapidly evolved in the late 1960s, their momentum faded. Still, the track remains a fun relic of its time, evoking memories of Europe's mid-60s dance culture. Though their fame was short-lived, the Rainbows left a mark with Bala Bala, a song that captured the carefree spirit of an era and became an enduring favorite for nostalgic dance enthusiasts.
A tenement, a dirty street, walked and worn by shoeless feet.
David McWilliams' 1967 classic, The Days of Pearly Spencer, is a haunting song about poverty and despair, inspired by a homeless man in Ballymena. Despite its critical acclaim and commercial success across Europe, selling over 1 million copies, it failed to chart in Britain. The BBC's refusal to play it due to McWilliams' manager Phil Solomon's ties to pirate radio effectively banned the track. The song's vivid lyrics paint a bleak picture of Pearly Spencer's life, with descriptions of dirty streets, hopelessness, and eventual decline. Its chilling chorus, recorded via phone, adds an eerie, detached quality. The orchestration by Mike Leander, famous for She's Leaving Home, enhances the song's emotional impact. Mark Allman's 1992 cover reached #4 in the UK, but softened the song's dark themes, sparking criticism. McWilliams' original remains a powerful, unvarnished depiction of hardship.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you.
Released in January 1967, Happy Together by the Turtles became a defining hit of the 1960s. Written by Gary Bonner and Alan Gordon and produced by Joe Wysert, the song topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks, while also reaching #2 in Canada and #12 in the UK. Known for its catchy melody, harmonious vocals, and upbeat rhythm, the track celebrates the joy of being with a loved one. However, some interpretations suggest an undertone of unrequited love, adding emotional depth to its cheerful facade. Initially rejected by other artists, the Turtles saw its potential and debuted it live before recording it at Sunset Sound Studios, with bassist Chip Douglas arranging the distinctive horns and backing vocals. Over time, Happy Together has become a pop culture staple, frequently featured in films and commercials. Its lasting charm earned it a Grammy Hall of Fame induction in 2007. Bend Me, Shape Me is a catchy pop rock song written by Scott English and Larry Weiss, originally recorded by The Outsiders in 1966. However, it was the 1967 version by The American Breed that became a major hit, reaching #5 on the Billboard Hot 100 in early 1968, and solidifying its place in pop music history. The song is about a guy who is so enamored with a girl that he will let her do whatever she wants to him, as long as she continues to love him. This theme of devotion and willingness to adapt for love is conveyed through its upbeat tempo and infectious chorus. Bend Me, Shape Me has been covered by various artists over the years, including Eamon Connor and Austrian singer Gilla. demonstrating its enduring appeal across different genres. The song continues to resonate with audiences today, often featured in nostalgic playlists and retro music compilations. In 1968, Jeannie C. Riley's Harper Valley PTA, written by Tom T. Hall, became a hit, with its tale of a bold mother confronting a judgmental school PTA after receiving a letter criticizing her short skirts and parenting. She exposes the group's hypocrisies with unapologetic wit. The song topped both country and pop charts, achieving rare crossover success. Its popularity led to a 1978 film starring Barbara Eden, marking Woody Harrelson's uncredited film debut. By the early 1980s, the story evolved into a sitcom, cementing the song's legacy as a sharp critique of societal double standards. In 1967, The Fifth Dimension's Aquarius Let the Sunshine In became a cultural hit. The song's creation began when singer Billy Davis Jr. lost his wallet on a train, which was found by a Haircast member. Inspired by the song, Aquarius, Davis convinced his band to record it, combining it with another unfinished number from the show. Released during the late 60s, the song became an anthem of the peace and love movement, embodying the hopes of a generation. Though rarely played today, it remains a nostalgic relic of an era focused on unity and optimism.
Morning sun, I say it's good to see you shine.
Released in 1966, 98.6 by Keith became a catchy hit with its upbeat pop sound and memorable chorus. The title refers to the average human body temperature, symbolizing feeling good and being in love. Despite its success, the song faced criticism for its simplistic lyrics and bubblegum pop style. Keith, born James Barry Kefir, gained brief fame from the track, but struggled to maintain popularity in the shifting music landscape of the 60s. Eventually, he moved away from music to pursue other interests. While 98.6 may have been his peak, it remains a notable pop classic from the era. Released in 1968, Iron Butterfly's In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida became one of the first iconic heavy metal songs, lasting over 17 minutes in its unabridged version. Its title, often misheard, was originally meant to be In the Garden of Eden. The song was written by lead singer Doug Ingle, the son of a church organist blending psychedelic rock with early heavy metal. Featuring both a drum and organ solo, the track became famous for its long experimental structure and powerful instrumentation. Though unconventional for its time with its intense rhythms and extended solos, it helped define the heavy metal genre. The song's influence stretched far beyond its release, inspiring future generations of rock musicians. Despite its lengthy runtime, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida captured the spirit of the late 1960s counterculture, leaving a lasting mark on music history as one of the genre's pioneering tracks. That's a wrap on our journey through some of the most unforgettable one-hit wonders of the 1960s. These songs may have been brief flashes in the pan, but their impact on music history is undeniable. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting trips down memory lane. Until next time, keep the music alive.